Hello, YouTube. I am going to just be. And today we're going to be talking about why you can't stop thinking that same thought. Active thoughts. The title here is Understanding Active Thoughts. And they are deeply rooted behind a belief. A belief is something that you have told yourself over and over until it became law in your subconscious mind for you. So we're going to talk about it. And before I begin, I want to encourage you that you're where you are. Okay, I'm not the type of person that can come on here and teach you something and be like, no, don't be there. No, that's a bad thing. You're gonna go to hell. No, you're messing it up. No, yeah, as it pertains to the law of attraction, yeah, you might not be attracted to what you want, but it's okay to be where you are. Sometimes we come on this side of the spectrum of consciousness, and we be so hard on ourselves, and we have them conscious people that like they on drugs or something about trying to stay neutral and above. I gotta be high vibrational, and they're just faking it, and that's really not healthy. That's self-destruction. So you are where you are. But I just want to explain to you how these thoughts work, especially the ones that are overactive in your mind. You know, yesterday, this is piggybacking off of the yesterday, because yesterday I said for homework is to begin to think about some things that you really desire, and begin to focus on the fact that a lot of percentage of the day you think the same darn thing. You know, think about the things sometimes that you desire. Be delusional sometimes. You know, stop being so serious. Come as a child. This is what the biblical text is talking about. If you can't come as a child with the human imagination and the ability to focus on the things that can serve you, you ain't gonna make it into the kingdom, boo. But be easy on yourself for where you are. How many of y'all started thinking more positive today? Anybody have progress? Anybody was an intentional thinker or creator today? Anybody? Anybody? Or y'all was just wilding out? Hey, Renee. Hey, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Y'all was just wilding out. Y'all, it was the same old two set. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, let's get started. So today I want to talk about the idea of focusing on a particular thing. You focus on a particular thing in your mind, and it begin to grow. Like, right? And this is something really and truly, if you stick with me, you really attain something to help you where sometimes your therapist won't even be able to give you this here clarity. When you begin to focus on a person who didn't like you, for example, we're going to start there. You focus on the person you did. Okay, somebody said yes, ma'am. Okay, good. I'm so happy for you. You begin to focus on the person who didn't like you. And then what happens right after that? Hey, George, please check your email. I emailed you about Sunday Zoom. Okay, I will. So you begin to, wait a minute, I got out of focus. Okay, there we go. You begin to focus on the person who didn't like you, and all thoughts about people who don't like you begin to come up. And so that begins to happen a lot when you are probably new to consciousness, when you're learning about the law of attraction, and you're trying to catch them thoughts. You know, like, oh, I've got to be conscious of my creations, and so I'm gonna catch my thoughts. You know, some people be trying a little bit too hard. So I want to break that down. So you're focusing on one person. There's one person over here that doesn't like you. This is why I would teach you. You got to get to a place where you don't care about what other people think about you. It ain't even your business. But let's say, for example, they gave you the finger. You was just minding your business, right? You was just minding your business. And so you over here, you know about the law of attraction. You know that you should be creating your reality through thought. You're trying on purpose to be on this side of neutral and above. Thought by thought by thought, you create your reality. But you come out of this so-called alignment and you notice this here joker over here not liking you. So you intentionally decide, you know what? I'm going to, in my mind, make this person like me. Like, right? You're going to go within. You're going to try. But you're new to this. You don't understand just yet. You're wobbling in your thoughts. I'm going to make this person like me. and I'm going to recreate that day. This is the beginning stage of you learning how to control your thoughts and focus and use your human imagination. You're on this side, right? Trying to get to this side, but you're still kind of like on this side with the big ability to control your thoughts. And you're like, they like me, they like me, they like me. Oh, Jack, we'll call him Jack. Jack is so kind to me. Jack really, really likes me. I love that Jack likes me. I love the idea of Jack. I can see Jack through the eyes of God. And let's say, for example, then after you do that, then the next time Jack got a little worse. Jack bopped you upside your head. Like, right? First, he looked at you. It was a look at first. And then it became something physically that Jack did to hurt you even the more. Like, right? You realize that the momentum that you thought that you was creating to get Jack to like you, it wasn't working. Anybody ever did this before? You tried to focus on something in the physical reality that wasn't serving you, and the crap got worse. Anybody? Anybody? Hey, Keith? Anybody? The reason why I'm bringing this up, because this here is physical on this side that we're talking about. You focus on it. This happens when I do consultations. You focus on it. This is why I would rather not in consultations go all the way back and open up old stuff. You focused on the idea that this one person didn't like you. And meanwhile, on the other side, in the spiritual, in your mind, with your belief, your thoughts then opened up a portal that was flatlined because you hadn't thought that thought before. Or maybe not before. You haven't thought that thought in a while. You had something that was flatlined inside of here. But because you worried about the fact that Jackass didn't like you based upon his stupid look, and you started focusing on the fact that he didn't like you, that negative aspect, well, that negative aspect gave momentum to this here old thought that was flatlined, and now it's not flatlined anymore. It is now an active thought. So you pretty much opened up a portal of all the other negative people in your mind, in your human experience, in your Akashic records, in your subconscious mind that gave you a hard time aching. They didn't like you. Y'all got that? You opened up one portal, one negative thought led to you spiraling down into this here pit, because this is a hole. This is a hole in your subconscious mind, in the spiritual realm, where, wait a minute, I'm trying to pay attention and correct Jack, but now I'm thinking about Sue back in 1901. Now I'm thinking about my kindergarten teacher. She didn't even pick me for anything. I'm thinking about the neighbor. He never brings my mail and he just throws it in there when he does, or he's always late. You begin to think about all kind of crazy stuff because you thought about that one person who didn't like you, that one person who treated you some kind of way. See, the reason why you can't stop thinking about this here situation is because you got pulled into the loop, this parallel reality of some active thoughts based upon old beliefs. It don't really have nothing to do with Jack. Jack showed up because this here belief was in here, right? And so Jack is really just coming to you because deeply rooted in your subconscious mind, you have a belief. We be having a belief. Nobody likes me. Oh, then Jack got to pop up. But it is so not Jack's fault. We be having active thoughts. And if you have an active thought like a Jack, for example, some people in the physical reality will think about Jack all day long. I wonder why Jack don't like me. I wonder if it's my shoes. I wonder if it's this. I wonder if it's that. And in the pure, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. And the act of you thinking all day about Jack You're just building up this momentum about this Jack experience, and it's becoming greater and greater and greater. And so now you're in the loop of your thoughts. While you're in the loop of your thoughts, you're creating more momentum, more momentum, more momentum. And now your whole day, this is what I meant on last slide. Your whole day, you just spent your whole day thinking about Jack. You thought about that thing that wasn't serving you. This is how active thoughts linger throughout your whole day. And then before you know it, you lay your head on the pillow and you realize, damn, I've been thinking about Jack all day. I've been thinking about the fact that Jack don't like me all day long. Thank you. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate you, Big T. So what do? Anybody know the answer about this? How you going to get Jack off of your mind? They got some conscious people up in here. Y'all tell me. How do you get Jack off your mind? What do you do with these active thoughts? Because the law of attraction is working. God has no respect of person. The law of attraction is working, and this is why your thoughts are active and why you keep thinking about Jack all day long. So anybody ever had this situation where you was thinking about your problem, thinking about your Jack, thinking about your health, thinking about your money, thinking about that man, thinking about whatever it is all day? Beauty says do things for yourself. Focus on good things. Think positively. Put your energy toward that which is beneficial. But here's the thing. If you focus on good things, that means you focusing over here. You turning your cheek to this here. But sometimes for some people, when they turn their cheek, you ever met a person that be like, I don't care. I don't care. But yet they peeking. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Some people who say I don't care really be caring most. Because to turn your attention, to force your attention on something else is a forced thing. You're forcing yourself to look at something else. Meanwhile, this other side right here is still active. It's still active because you focused on Jack all day for the last 2-3 days. Just because you're washing dishes don't mean in the back of your subconscious mind. Remember, subconscious mind is hidden mind. Just because you decided to wash dishes don't mean in the back of your mind you're still not thinking about Jack don't like you or that whatever that situation is. Change your thoughts. Replace them with grateful thoughts. Repent. Change your mind about it. Y'all getting this here? Y'all getting this here? Hey, lovely. Thank you for being here. Why does it get stronger? Is my question, because that's the easy answer, and we all get that. We all get that to go do something else, think about something else. But in the midst of it, some of y'all really, really want to know, why does these thoughts get stronger? I was thinking about Jack on Tuesday, and this could apply to you when you ever back in the day. You remember that first love? Got that first love, that little heartbreak, and you cried, like right, that tear drop, and you like, what is this? Oh my gosh, I must have really loved them. Like, right? You got that broken heart and you think about it every day. I'm talking about moments like that. Now you telling me to think about something else, and I just got my heart broken for my first love. I'm only 16, my emotions wilding out. What are you gonna tell me then? Emotions are attached to it. Yes, change the story and learn that everyone is a reflection of something you're holding on to. I like that. I like that. I like that. So what are you gonna tell me? What are you gonna tell me? My heart is broken. You want me to go wash dishes? You want me to just think about something else? I spent every day with this dude. We changed clothes together and PE, at the same time, and we looked out for each other, and we ate lunch together. I'm just a teenager. You're going to tell me to think about something else? I feel like my whole life is ruined. I'm talking about that kind of experience. If Jack doesn't like you, that's his problem. If Jack doesn't like you, that's his problem. That's funny. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But that's not going to change the fact that I'm thinking about Jack. Hello. Hey, Northern. It's not going to change the fact that the thought is getting stronger. Because I want you to understand this, what's happening. Because when you can understand this and know what's happening on the other side, then when this type of hurt or pain or dis-ease is confronted, or you confront it, you'll know what to do because you have wisdom. So I want you to know that because you had that thought, because you sat up there and thought about Jack 2 days ago and the fact that Jack didn't like you or whatever the situation may be, because you dwelled on it all day and all night, it gained momentum. It gained momentum, and the law of attraction was working. I want you to, in that moment, remember that. Oh, because I opened up the portal, this is wisdom speaking, through the midst of your tears, because you are conscious. You have to be as wise as a serpent, but yet as gentle as a dove in order to keep your balance. This is wisdom speaking. If Jack was on my mind, these active thoughts was on my mind, my wisdom would say, oh, the law of attraction is really, really working. I opened up a portal by thinking about how Jack was being mean and ugly to me. And when I opened up the portal that I opened stemmed from my subconscious mind. So my subconscious mind yielded to me every experience in the record room where someone treated me that way. And it is in that moment you question yourself. First, you self-check. Yep, law of attraction is working. It attracted the likeness of those thoughts. Now it's time to have a questioning attitude. To have a questioning attitude. Question, why? Why would all these thoughts be in my record room? Why? You're God asking your subconscious mind a question. God never asks himself a question that he or she don't already know the answer to. So anybody know the answer? Why would a person pull up every record of every person that didn't like them when one person in the physical reality did it? Why? Could I get an answer? Ask yourself that question. Why would you begin to think about all of the people who don't like you only because one person showed you something negative? Anybody? Habit, trauma, emotions, not the thought is leading. You never healed, okay? You never healed. It's a familiar feeling. That's what I'm talking about. Trauma, self-pity. But at the core of all of this, I have a belief in my subconscious mind that is not serving me. So somebody tell me what kind of belief, what made this belief be telling me? As a man thinking in his heart, so is he or she. Yes. What would this belief do something different? Switch it up. Yes. This is going to be the different thing right here. What could this belief possibly be saying in your subconscious mind when one person didn't like you and now all day long you sitting up there moping and you're in a state of depression? This most often than not, you really low-key depressed right here because your mind playing tricks on you, giving you all kind of stuff from the past. I don't love myself unconditionally. I'm unlovable. You're not worthy. You don't trust anyone. Yes. That you don't deserve to be treated well? I should have known better. Those are the type of beliefs that you would have to have if you sit there all day long thinking about the fact that that one person don't like you. And there are people in the physical reality that do this every day. That one person every day that cut you off, that one person every day, that one person at work, that one person in your neighborhood, that one person that's on your mind from umpteen years ago, that one person stay on the mind, and I'm talking to you right now. You answered the question, and that will your answer. That one person, to the core of that one person, that one incident that stay on your mind that you have on rinse and repeat. I want you to know, you just said it. To the core, there's a belief there that ain't serving you. And here's the thing why I wanted to tell you that. is because if you don't put a tackle on your beliefs, if you don't learn how to get up in that mind that keep replaying something old that ain't serving you, if you don't learn how to shut the F up in that mind and turn that switch off, oh, that's gonna mess with your manifestations. Yeah. Because it's the habitual thoughts, the core habitual thoughts in the subconscious mind that's running the show. You thought about Jack all day or that situation all day long, and then you go home and meditate for 15 minutes. And so 15 minutes versus the rest of the 23 hours and 45 minutes, you were out of alignment. Your subconscious mind was thinking about all the many beliefs that ain't serving you. You see this here? Nobody cares about me. You're right. I heard it's way harder to change these habitual thoughts after 35. Knock, knock. I wouldn't say it's hard at any age. When the student is ready, the teacher always appears. There are so many people in the physical reality that say hard because they want to take themselves off of the hook of evolving. There are Buddhist monks. There are sages and shamans that start later in their lives. You know? But people in the physical reality, they'll give themselves all kinds of excuses why they don't want to change nothing about themselves. And so they stay on that frequency until they die out. But guess what? You either going to do it in this lifetime or next lifetime because you're going to evolve. Ain't no way around it. We all must evolve. We fall and we rise. You must evolve. So if it takes getting your life taken from you, your life force in this realm, next life realm, you're going to have that same subconscious mind, be at the same stumbling block, and still have the same tasks to do. Take care of them thoughts. Change them beliefs that ain't serving you. This is why we have deja vu, being here before, because we're in parallel realities, constantly learning lessons, right? I started at 42 and have only been doing it for 2 months and on a whole new level. See that? If you really want it, and here's the thing, if you really sick and tired, the tired is the emotion. If you're really sick and tired of being depressed, if you're really sick and tired of jackass being on your mind, if you're really sick and tired, oh, you're going to do something. You're going to do something. Being tied to a belief for umpteen years that ain't serving you, and you open your eyes and see what your physical reality is, you know that's your effect, and your thoughts are the cause. You know it. We know it. I know it. We all know it. But there's some people that are ready to do something about it, and there's others that will not. Broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many go that way because they say, oh, I'm 40 and I'm too old for this. Narrow is the path that leads to eternal life, and few gonna find it because of that same thing. Right? So what I'm trying to share with you is you don't resist it. When you turn the other cheek, don't turn the other cheek and actually resist, because when anything that you resist, you're still actually focused on it. I don't give a damn. I don't care. And they be peeking. I don't care. I don't give a damn what she said. What she said? Oh, but I don't care. You actively still are focused on it. That's why the momentum don't subside. And so when you find that you're thinking about a certain situation more than one day, more than a couple of hours, you're actively still focused on it. They still have momentum over there. So you want to know some things that you could do to slow the momentum down and flatline the energy of thinking about Jack and all of them things or people in the subconscious mind or whatever your situation is? You ready to figure that out? Somebody type ready. Remind yourself to not care about not care about the thing. Hey, B Will 514, I see you, babe. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Big time ready. Northern ready. Leah. What you say, Leah? Feeling unworthy, Jill said. Yeah, if you think it's hard, then so shall it be. I know that's right. A factory reset. Oh, I like that because that's going to be part of my answer. So since you're ready, let's talk about some things, how you can slow momentum down, these active thoughts. We're talking about active thoughts. Somebody type that in the comments. We're talking about active thoughts. And when I say active thoughts, you've been thinking this thing over an hour. You've been thinking this thing for 2 or 3, 4, 5 days. Maybe you think this thing every damn day. Active thoughts that are controlling you and they're keeping you away from your manifestation. We're about to talk about how to slow the momentum down, because these things are deeply rooted in your subconscious mind. Now, remember, the good thing about this is that your subconscious mind, our subconscious mind, is designed to pretty much protect us from pain. So most often than not, it's replaying this saying, remember, protect yourself, stay away. Because subconscious mind try to protect you, right? So it's really a protector from pain. Don't forget that part. Like, oh my gosh, remember when you were 5 and that person didn't like you? Don't go over there. It might make you cry again. Like, right? And that's a cool thing with the subconscious mind too. But if you are being so guarded with your heart, so guarded with your feelings, and you have a fence around you with the K9 and the barbed wire and all of that, you can't get out, but at the same time, nobody can get in. So you're in bondage too. So these active thoughts will be having you in your own state of bondage. And you don't want to be bound, you want to be free. He who the law of assumption, he who the law of attraction, he who the law sets free is free indeed. So you got to free yourself based upon the law. And since the law is tied to all things being energy, frequency, and vibration, we got energy, frequency, and vibration. That's the only thing that make up the law. So this here line that I always draw is really telling you about energy, frequency, and vibration. These lines are frequencies. The whole line from 0 to 100 represents a vibration. And all that we're talking about is the energy of this realm. Neutral and below, neutral and above. So when we're only dealing with the universe based upon laws, and the laws are all energy, frequency, and vibration, not people, not places, not things, energy, frequency, and vibration, we got to learn how to slow down the active thought in that way, based upon energy, frequency, and vibration. So it's no longer about what I'm thinking about. It now becomes, how do I stop this energy? You don't stop the energy on a transformer, on a power line, by sticking your hand on the line and you now trying to play the role of the transformer. No, you get electrocuted that way. It's too much. You don't monkey around power lines, right? Here are the ways that you stop energy, the energies of your thought. To stop the energy of your thought. Go. This is going to be the most powerful one. Go. This is how I say it. Y'all can read that? Y'all see that? Number 1. Y'all can see that on the board? What's number 1? Just started doing this to make a big difference. Yeah. You see number 1? Can you read that? This is how I like to tell it to you so you can remember it. As I walk in, yeah, You can see that. All of y'all can see it. So I see y'all can see it over here. You see it over here. You can see that on YouTube, Jewel? Yes, you see it. Go your ass to bed. Like my grandma said, carry your ass to bed. Either carry your ass or go your ass to bed immediately. And this might even mean, I'm so serious, this might mean you getting some of my chamomile tea and making you some strong ass chamomile tea to knock your ass out. Because you're dealing with energy. You ain't dealing with Jack. You're dealing with a power line. Carry your ass to bed. Immediately. I don't care if it's 1 p.m. Carry your ass to bed. Night, night. Get you some of them curtains, the blackout curtains, and that's it. This it. Because you just, try again tomorrow. And I'm saying this, but I literally, if something were pressing on my mind, this is what I would do. Oh no, this is enough. This day over. What? Okay, we're not doing that today. I'm going to bed. Either I'm gonna take a nap or the whole day just no, nobody. I ain't creating this today. Cancel appointments. Send them an email. Nope. You hear me? I'm so serious. Carry your ass to bed. You done been thinking about the same thing too long? Night, night. The next thing I would say is when you open up them darn eyes, immediately, the next day, you proclaim today is going to be better. Today, I'm going to do better. Right? Today, I'm going to do better. Or if you took a nap, when you open up them eyes, I feel better now. Because a nap, I'm telling you, the power of a nap, the nap brings you into the nine. Okay, I gotta tell you, because you need to know this. This is wisdom now. I ain't just talking to make y'all laugh. I ain't really here for the comedy thing. I know I be kind of like funny sometimes, but I be so serious though. All right. So let's talk about the energy of this here nap. This energy of this here nap, the nap was a frequency. The night brought you to the non-physical. Like, right? So you was spazzing, the frequency was just wobbling. You had all these principalities and rulers of darkness and stuff. So you went to neutral. They ain't nothing on your mind. You at 0 point energy. You ain't thinking about no Jack. Even if you have a dream, when you wake up, you waking up, you don't even remember what the dream is. If Jack was in the dream, you're like, I think Jack was there, but I feel so much better. And immediately you tell yourself, now it's going to be better. I flatlined the energy. It's going to be better. Now, if you pick up where you left off at, that's you doing that. Because all of that energy, 0 point energy in the non-physical is where all creation, that's the darkness that's on the face of the deep where you went to when you took your nap. You went to 0 point energy. Now, if you picked up from 0 point energy, Jack, and brought Jack to tomorrow, that's you. You want to think about Jack at that point. Because you just got a reboot, a refresh. If you log back in with that same password and think about that same stuff, you want to think low key. You want to think about Jack, right? So when you open your eyes, you say today's going to be better. I'm going to do this. That doesn't have to do with Jack. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm so excited about doing this. And I'm so grateful for this. And you begin to talk to yourself about how your day is going to go. You don't just wake up and be like, Jack, you still here? Damn, Jack's still here. Now I got to think about him again. No, you tell your day what we're going to do. We're thankful for this. Today is going to be this here day. It's going to be so much better. I feel so much rejuvenated. I feel so refreshed, and I'm going to accomplish this and this and this, and you go do that. Because now you're at 0 point energy and you're giving your energy to something that's productive for you to do. And you're going to find that you think about Jack less. And then when you go to bed that night, you do that all over again. You got that part? So number one is really important. Get your ass to bed. Might sound funny, but it's really, really important. The next thing you're going to do during this here day, the next thing you're going to do during this day, I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if you're in the desert and it's 125. Go outside. Just for at least about 5 to 10 minutes. If you notice, the people in the old folk home, they go outside all the time, like, right? If you notice, depressed people are in the house with the blinds, with their blackout curtains, and it's chaos. Get you some light. Be around the elemental forces that can charge you up. Earth, water, air, fire. Yeah, this is calling your power back, right? And so when the old folks go outside, they feel so refreshed because the sun is charging them, recharging them. The downloads from it touching their forehead. All of this really matters because we're talking about energy to deal with Jack, the thoughts of Jack, the energy. So you slow down the momentum when you carried your ace to bed. When you woke up from the nap, it was slow, so you gave yourself something to do. And part of that something to do was to carry your ass outside too, so you could be connected to the elemental forces. From dust thou art, and dust thou shalt return. That's part of you, baby. That's all that there is, baby. And then you could throw in some breath work. So you got things to do. You ain't got time to be thinking about jackass. You ain't even got time for that. And this is going to make your day more productive, right? Take a deep breath in. Just wherever you are, and blow it out. Now let me teach you what this is doing. Take a deep breath in. We do this every day after my life, and blow it out. One more time. Take a deep breath in, and blow it out. Oxygen being delivered to your brain, and I'm actually doing oxygen therapy right now in the chambers, like, right? Thanks to that's one of my birthday gifts for me. And so when you deliver oxygen to your body, it brings you, this is energy, it shifts your whole body, calms you down, and brings you back to that same 0 point energy, that relaxed state of being, that meditation state of being, that sleep state of being, because it's affecting your brainwave frequency as you take a deep breath in. And this is why when you probably wanted to fight in your day, I don't know if you ever bumped on somebody or whatever, but I have. So if you were like about to hit somebody with your anger and you took a deep breath, like, and you thought, it was that deep breath that saved that person from getting snapped, like, right? You take a deep breath. Girl, you better go. Ooh. It was nothing but the breath. It was the breath of life, right? So, them breaths gonna save you. Them breaths could save you from thinking chaotic about Jack, about that thing that hurt you. Like, boy, all right, I'm good. You've seen this. Even if you didn't do this, you saw it in real time, and you saw energy at its work. You saw energy that was in motion subside. It stopped. The energy was up here, but when that person took a deep breath, I don't even want to hit you no more. Woo, girl, I almost beat your ass. Yeah, a breath ago, I almost beat your ass, girl. Oh, because you had made me think about something in my Akashic records. But girl, go ahead on. You better get out of here before you come back up. Right? In that moment, that breath work. It did it, right? Last but not least, we're gonna do the touching of the body. Touching of the body. All of these gonna help you. You could pick only one or two of these things. We're talking about slowing down the momentum of your chaotic thoughts, and all of these things work. You could do all of them, and you really gonna be chill. But touching the body and naming those things that are real, because let me tell you something. Name what's real. I'll put that. Y'all get it. Touch the body or name what's real. So here's the thing. When you're busy thinking about those type of thoughts, like, Jack not liking you, or, broken heart, or whatever, it don't matter what your thought is that you dwell on. When you're busy doing that, you're in subconscious mind. Your ass is checked out. Mayday. Can you come home? Do you read me? Can you come to the 3D? So if you checked out, you in 4D, subconscious mind. So to get your butt back to 3D, I want you to do this here. Touch something. Touch yourself. Touch your heart. Feel that heartbeat. You busy in your 4D mind, your human imagination. You are not in this dimension. Just to let you know. If you've been thinking about Jack, you've been thinking about a problem all day. You are not in this dimension. And this is why people would say, ooh, I was zoned out. You all right over there? You know, people say, some people see you or you'll catch yourself being in 4D. Bring yourself back. Like touching yourself. Feel your heartbeat. You thinking crazy? Just touch your heart and start counting it. Do you feel it? Or then you could name what's real. I shared this with you once before. You could play the I Spy game. Remember when we were young? When we were driving with grandma? I don't know if y'all did this, but we just use all kind of human imagination. Me and my sisters. I spied something red. And the car was driving and the red thing wasn't there just yet. The person would choose something red that was coming. And we'll be looking. That helps you so much to get to the present moment. Yes. I spy something yellow. McDonald's! You know? You're in that moment. If you're playing those mind games, now you have no room to think about jackass. Right? If you play in that type of mind game, now you did not create resistance by saying, I ain't worried about Jack, and you know, you still worried about Jack. Because in this moment, when you're playing that mind game, your mind is busy, and it really, 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 really is not worried about your problem, aka Jack. And so what's happening, the energy, we got down to the energy thing of it all, and we done flatlined the thought of Jack not liking us, and we done flatlined the thought of anything in our subconscious mind that reminds us how Jack don't like us. And when we meditate that day, since our mind is clear now, we can now throw in our affirmations. I am heard because I heard myself today. When I grounded myself, I heard myself. When I was there, I was seen. I was seen by all that there is. I am loved. I am loved. And we piggyback on our affirmations to confirm it. We got to self-check it. So our subconscious mind will be like, no, you don't give your subconscious mind a chance to say, no, you ain't worthy because Jack don't like you. You self-check it. So when you say, I am heard, you think about, yeah, I heard myself. I heard myself today. Well, and I felt myself today so much wobbling with them thoughts that I went my ass to bed. I heard myself. I heard my heartbeat today because I touched myself. I'm seen because I was seen by all elemental forces when I went outside. Yeah, I am seen. You use that as your insurance, not jackass. Who cares about jackass? The universe is inside of you. But you got to work or make this thing work based upon what's inside of you instead of what's outside of you. Jackass is outside of you. Your insurance has to be inside of you to manipulate this energy and to slow down the momentum of those overactive thoughts. Y'all got that? Y'all got that? And this is what, to piggyback off of the biblical text, when it says, finally, my brother, whatsoever things that are honest, just, and pure, if they have any virtue in them, think on these things instead of Jack. Y'all got that? I'm worthy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Let me see what my YouTube is saying over here. Yeah, I need some of that tea. Yeah, it's available on my website. It's offering time. You're so welcome, baby. This should help you depress people These wobbling thinker people, I gave you tools. You got to implement it though. I give you this. You have to take notes though and implement it when you need it. Don't sit up there in the physical reality letting Jack or anybody else be on your mind, stopping you from receiving your manifestation, making you feel unworthy. It's offering time. Y'all tap the screen. Cash App Goddess Just Be if you want to donate to my life, to my time, my attention, my birthday. I appreciate all the birthday gifts. Cash App Goddess Just Be. I appreciate every last one of you all listening to me. Just being in flow with my patient. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Just by your attention, just by the shares, just by the comments, your presence, your energy and motion. I love it. I appreciate it. It's offering time. Y'all make sure y'all give me the 30 before I get out. Oh, we almost there. We at 27.1. We gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Y'all have any questions about this here? Remember, it's really, really powerful to carry your ass to bed, Chad. I'm not being funny. It's really powerful to carry your ass to bed. When all hell breaks loose and your mind is wobbling, if you could clear your calendar and take you a good old tea and take you a good old nap, even if you can't check out for the whole day, sometimes the best thing to do is carry your ass to bed. Get some rest. Yes, because your mind been busy. Your mind has just been wobbling all day and all night. Busy, busy, busy. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Busy, busy, busy. Thinking about stuff that ain't even serving you. Busy, busy, busy. Let me check this here. I don't think this thing updated, really, to be honest with you. Najina, Joe, thank you for the offerings, the donations. I appreciate you. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Cash App Goddess Just Be for those that want to donate till my birthday. My Cash App just went off. My birthday, my life, my time, my attention, and this knowledge. You give your therapist a little copay. So bless those that bless you. All right. My Cash App went out for anybody else that decided to give, but I appreciate you, and I'll announce it when we come back on Monday. Remember, I am not going to be live on Friday and Saturday. And we have the inner circle on Sunday at 9 a.m. If you haven't joined, click on the link in my bio. It is saltoftheearthpod.org. And it's going to be the first blue button on my website. It's called the Inner Circle. If you want to donate to my Cash App Goddess Just Be. If you want to try the Alchemist Oil, which is my viral product, the world's most powerful antioxidant, that in the wild yam butter, I can't keep up with it seemingly. But that's a beautiful blessing that I manifested. But if you want the hormonal wild yam butter, it's available, and the Alchemist Oil. Shipping will be on Monday. The next shipping that goes out will be on Monday. And all of this is available. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be in the description of this live. If you're on TikTok, it's going to be in my bio. saltoftheearthpub.org. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I see you. I appreciate you. And so I'm going to be celebrating starting as soon as I get up off of these lives. All right. So I'm going to see those as part of the inner circle on Sunday. Let us pray. Take a deep breath in. Thank you, Hugh. And blow it out. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hey, no other things. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time. Take a deep breath in. I made my 30K for my birthday and blow it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, butterfly. God, source energy, infinite intelligence. Thank you for this live. Thank you for anyone who have been depressed in the physical reality, all of the overthinkers, overachievers, the people who may have been wobbling. This was their moment. This was their season to better understand the energy and motion of their thoughts, the active thoughts, and how to put them to rest. The active thoughts, not only the active thoughts, but the things to do to stop that momentum and to ignite a new belief that I am worthy, that I am seen, I am loved, I am lovable, I am heard. This is a tool that's going to help them moving forward. They got to remember themselves in order to implement this. They got to get to know themselves in order for the depression to be a thing of the past. Thank you, Source Energy, for reminding us of who we are. Thank you, Source Energy. I feel so grateful to be the teacher and the student at the same time. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for the Lamb Book of Life or Akashic Records. inside of us. The good and the bad is in those records, right? Thank you that we now have discernment to understand that it's all purposeful, because the pain that's in there leads us to our purpose, because there's gifts in there that are unfolding because of our trauma. Thank you for the trauma. Thank you for the story. Thank you for the creation of this matrix, because it's all perfectly orchestrated for our becoming state of being, for the person that we were divinely meant to be based upon that divine blueprint. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all type in the comments, happy B-Day. How about that? Happy B-Day, happy B-Day, happy B-Day. Happy birthday. The birth of a new day. Happy B-Day, happy B-Day, happy B-Day. Happy birthday. The day you wake up from them thoughts that was wobbling shouldn't be the same as yesterday. Let those active thoughts slow down. It should be a better day. B stands for better day, not a bitter day, a better day, a reborn day, rebirth day, a better day. Make every day a better day. Don't be continued from the old shitty thoughts of yesterday. No, today gonna be a better day. And you keep telling yourself, and your day must conform to what you said it should be, a better day. A better day, a better day, a better day, a better day, a better day. A better day, a better day, a better day, a better day, a better day. A better day, a better day, a better day, a better day, a better day. All right? Let all your days just keep on getting better. All right? This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all have a good weekend. See y'all in the inner circle on Sunday. Okay, bye. Bye, y'all. Thank you for being here. My YouTubers, a better day. Yes, sir.